Tell me, get right, how you die by yourself. You was probably right there gasping for help.
Tell me, get right, how you die by yourself. You was probably right there gasping for help.
Man, don't worry, they got you. And G, that stuff with man ain't sitting right with me. Get right. You know we better. We don't even move like that, G. I ain't even seeing you in a week. From every day to just gone. Just like that, huh? Wow. I love you.
We heard his sister come out and say that Melly killed CantGetRight. Melly and MUBU Crump got shot by CantGetRight, and Melly survived and MUBU Crump got killed. It's actually paperwork that's out there that CantGetRight, the police, he got grabbed for it. And he got grabbed like 3 days later after they got killed. Well, Wooski got caught with the gun 10 days later and arrested for the weapon that was used in the shooting of Melly and MUBU Crump. JaroCity had jumped on CantGetRight. Ambrii was at the party with Melly and MUBU Crump.
You finna leave, my boy?
Yeah, I'm going right back, man. I gotta go. Slide! It's my little brother's birthday. I gave him a present. Slide!
There was also speculation that came over the internet that said she set up Motor inside.
Ambrii was at the party with Melly and MUBU Crump. She was there. She didn't get hit. You know, the location was dry.
And it's Chirac rumors, man. Remember, we not saying nobody did shit. We just speaking on rumors. And the rumor we speaking on today is Ambrii from JaroCity set up MUBU Crump to be killed by CantGetRight and Motor inside to be killed by THF. So Ambrii is a female who grew up in the JaroCity area, and she will become close to all the gang members in the area, JaroCity, STL, EBT, but she will also be close to gang members from other areas, such as THF and JaroCity. CantGetRight was like a youngin' from the STL, EBT area who really got known to the world after being around FBG Duck while Duck was rising to fame. And a lot of people looked at CantGetRight as like Duck bodyguard / shooter, which he was. Then you got Motor inside. These are two guys that came up over by the 83rd area in a neighborhood called Weird City. And this would lead to Motor becoming a part of the Brain Dead BDs before he went over to be a part of JaroCity. MUBU Crump, he come from that JaroCity area. And he would get a lot of notoriety when King Louis rose to fame. And Krump would basically be like Louis' right-hand man / muscle, because Krump would handle all the street beef while Louis focused on music. Now, Ambrii, she was like a perfect fit for the trenches because she was a pretty girl, she was seductive, so all the gang members liked her, but she also liked to be in the mix with all the street shit, all the bullshit, as if she was one of the guys. But that would come back to bite her later on. So, as FBG would begin to get famous because of Duck, and then, you know, the other members like Wooski, because Wooski had computers, you know what I'm saying, that end up getting millions on top of millions, 10 plus million views and shit. Then you got Duck and Young, so as FBG as a whole would gain traction, Ambrii would start to be there doing all their music videos, putting up to their shows. And Ambrii seemed to have like a flirtatious relationship with FBG Cash, but also she seemed to have like a big sister, little brother type relationship with members like CantGetRight though, you know what I'm saying? But her and Cash, you could tell it was something with them, you know what I'm saying? So the whole time. So after an incident involving Brick and JaroCity Nate, it seemed to be like a split between Gyro and STL. So the story goes that Brick and some of the Taekwondo world, I'm talking about Taekwondo world, Brick and some JaroCity members. So Brick and some JaroCity members, they went on a mission. And basically the JaroCity members, they ended up snaking Brick. They ended up stealing Brick guns and dropping Brick off in Parkway. They stole Brick guns and they dropped him off in Parkway. And everybody know what's going on. Like Brick could have got killed type shit. You know, why they snaking him and shit. So Brick ended up making it out the jam. He ended up making it out of Parkway. And when he got back, Brick ended up breaking their jaw for that shit. You know, I already broke multiple jaws for that shit, but he definitely ended up breaking people's jaws for that shit. So the JaroCity members, they you know, they got their shit broke, but then they came back and then they shot at Brick trying to kill him. But the whole time they would end up missing, and then they end up hitting Taekwondo, and Taekwondo got killed, and that's how Taekwondo world got created type shit. So that situation would split up STL and Gyro. Like they damn near fell back from each other. Obviously, y'all stole from me, I broke y'all jaw, y'all shot at, then y'all came back and shot at me, and then y'all killed Shorty. And then, you know, some shit called Taekwondo world ended up getting created. That shit crazy. So that kind of split STL up and shit, STL and Gyro up after that shit, rightfully so. Like that's a crazy situation. So in the midst of this split, even though Ambry grew up in JaroCity and originally she had like the strong bond with Gyro first, she would eventually grow closer to STL and EBT behind this shit, in the midst of all this shit, you know. But at the same time, she still retained like her relationship with Gyro. But she definitely, like, in the midst of all this bullshit that's going on, she ended up leaning towards STL and EBT side behind this shit, you know. So around the same time while all that little bullshit going on, CantGetRight end up getting jumped by JaroCity. You know what I'm saying? MUBU, like MUBU Crump people, they end up jumping little CantGetRight after they caught him in the hood, and for whatever reason, they put hands on him. You know what I'm saying? So Krump and Melly end up going online laughing about this shit, you know what I'm saying? So CantGetRight end up gaining hatred in his heart for Krump and Melly because of that shit. So whole time, you know, it's still cordial relationships, you know, even though the little bullshit happened between STL and Gyro, you know, there's still certain members, they still somewhat cordial. Even I don't know how, but it's crazy. They still, you know, so Poppy from Taekwondo world end up having Balloon Day. He ended up having Balloon Day for Poppy, you know, because Poppy just died and shit. So Gyro members, they came, you know, STL and Gyro members came in honor for Poppy. So Melly there off strength of Gyro. CantGetRight there off the strength of STL and Poppy his mans and shit. So Melly and CantGetRight, they in the same spot after Melly and them was just laughing at him for him getting whooped and shit. So boom. CantGetRight, you know, he feeling how he feels, so he gets to dropping big wides in Melly face, and everybody know that's disrespectful to Young Money, which that's Melly blocking shit like that. So Melly just staring at him, and in the moment he ain't do nothing, possibly out of respect for Gyro and shit like that, and you know, and then the whole Bloom release and shit like that. So you know, Melly ain't do nothing in that moment, but Melly was looking at him while he was doing that shit. So now Melly know, like, man, shorty ass, his ass, you know, like it's friction, you know. So boom, alright. Now you got the party, just possibly Krump birthday party. So boom, Ambry, Melly, Krump, they go to the party on 68th and Morgan. You know, it's possibly Krump birthday party. And during the party, like I said, Ambry, she got ties to THF, she got ties to multiple hoods. STL, EBT, Gyro, THF, JaroCity, all type of shit. So boom, during the party, Melly and Krump get to picking at Ambry. They get to talking crazy to Ambry because her ties to THF. And everybody know they locked in a deadly war. Like Melly and Krump, they locked in a deadly war with THF. Like THF, they killing Melly homies. Krump homie Kurt Mack. Melly uncle just got killed by one of the THF members and shit like that. So they on her ass about that shit. Like, man, you rocking with dudes and them, whatever, you know, we into it. Like we killing them, they killing us. So they on bullshit with Ambry. They damn near making her feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying? So Ambry end up feeling disrespected, you know, by the shit that Melly and Krump saying to her about the THF shit. So the whole time she knowing that Krump people just CantGetRight, which is her little brother. So she end up coming up with the great idea, the plan, the crazy ass, goofy ass shit. She shouldn't have never did this shit, but she end up, you know, light bulb end up popping up on her head. Like, word, y'all tweet with me about this goof ass THF shit, and then y'all just put hands on my little brother whole time, and then she in the party with him. You know what I'm saying? So whole time, you know, she decided to contact CantGetRight, man, and drop low. She end up deciding to drop, contact Lil CantGetRight and drop low to Lil Man, knowing what's gonna happen. She know what's gonna happen, you know. So boom, she drop low. CantGetRight, he thirsty, so he on it. So boom, Melly and Krump decide to go outside and take pictures. CantGetRight, he come to the party. He see Melly and Krump, and he open fire, killing Krump and critically injuring Melly. This is when Ambry first earned the nickname the Backdoor Queen. This is her first backdoor, successful backdoor. Krump is dead. Melly damn near dead. You know, she just swung through on their ass. You know what I'm saying? So boom. Lil CantGetRight, he'll end up getting grabbed for the murder. I just want to say some shit about Ambry real fast. Like, this is her first time she done backdoored some shit. You know, people done died behind this shit. You know, this shit'll end up coming back to bite her later. But the whole time, you know, like I said, she a pretty girl from the trenches. She be on her seductive shit. All the gang members like her. Maybe even though she had like a little brother, a big sister, little brother type relationship with CantGetRight. Like, Lil CantGetRight probably even like that. He probably, you know, she be having her shit going on with Cash and you know, certain other members and shit like that. But she looking at GetRight like her little brother. But GetRight, he's a man too. Like, he's a, you know what I'm saying? He got the, you know, he got eyes. And the way that Ambry be dancing in the party, any one of the guys probably want to smash Ambry. So it's like, you know, and then Ambry knowing about, like, damn, they just beat you, they just whooped you. So it's like, anybody knowing that you got beat make you feel some type of way. But a girl that you probably want to smash or whatever, forget the big brother, forget the big sister, little brother relationship. Like, CantGetRight got eyes, you know, and it's like, damn, a pretty girl from my block that I know that I probably want to do something with. She knowing that, goddamn it, they done whoop me and shit like this, and now she calling me that cause they on bullshit with her. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, all type of factors could factor in of why CantGetRight pulled up. Like, of course he wanted to get them, but it probably even like, man, hell no, they playing with Shorty. I'm gonna show her like I'm really one of them type shit. And then they tweak with her. Then she know that they just got down on me. I need to let her know. I need to get my get back and at the same time let her know, like, man, I got you. Anybody play with you, I'm standing on that business. So maybe you should start having the type of situation with me that you be having with Cash. Don't just have that type of situation with Cash. Go ahead and mess with me. Little man, I'm fooling. I'm grown. I'm all grown now. You know what I'm saying? So boom, I just want to throw that out there, like, you know. So boom, CantGetRight, he come through, clap Krump, clap Melly. Melly just end up surviving. And you know, Ambry, she end around this time after this shit. Ambry end up, you know, people start calling her the backdoor queen and shit. So boom, CantGetRight would get grabbed for the murder of Krump. 3 days later, 3 days after the shit happened, they grabbed CantGetRight. You know, so the whole time they end up letting them go because they had lack of evidence. But this just let people know, like, yeah, you know, they grabbed them. Like, yeah, you know, it's for the people who thinking like, no, they grabbed them 3 days after this shit. So, you know, just put two and two together. So, but boom, they end up letting them go due to lack of evidence. And CantGetRight friend Wooski, everybody know Wooski. Wooski, he ended up getting grabbed 10 days later. And he had the gun that killed Krump. Wooski ended up getting grabbed, and he had the gun that killed Krump 10 days after the Krump murder. So, you know, so the whole time. So boom, now Melly, he in the hospital. Melly in the hospital recovering from his gunshot wounds, mourning the death of Krump, and also plotting on getting revenge after getting word about who did the shit. You know, his allies and Jaro is telling Melly that CantGetRight was the shooter. And possibly Ambry is the one that put the whole situation in play. You know, after Melly and Krump made her feel some type of way in the party about her THF ties, she the one who put the shit in play. They know 100% is the shooter, but they letting her know, like, man, Shorty ass probably the one who put the play together. And then Melly, he's smart. He knowing that they just tweak with her about that THF shit. So boom, you know, and I ain't gonna lie, this is where the split really between Jaro and STL really shows. Like, this shit, like, the whole situation right here kind of really shows the split between Jaro and STL behind that brick shit, you know, in that Taekwon world, that Taekwon shit and that JaroCity Nate shit. So boom, Jaro is choosing Melly's side over STL member, which is CantGetRight, and also they choosing Melly's side over Ambry, who was originally Jaro, but has since leaned towards STL side ever since the brick shit, ever since the Taekwon world shit, and ever since, you know, FBG done got famous behind Duck. Like, they got the clout. You know, that the fluke shit happened with Brick and Jaro, and Duck and them, they getting famous. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Ambry done since kind of like leaned over on their side. So boom, Jaro told Melly that an STL member and female almost killed him. You know, almost killed him. You know what I'm saying? An STL member and a female that's basically damn near STL right now. You know, damn near almost killed him, which would later on lead to deaths on STL side later on down the line. So boom, finally Melly recover. He get out the hospital, and now he plotting his revenge. You know, he plotting his revenge. He already on bullshit. So boom, everybody know CantGetRight. He at the stove. He getting food. He in STL hood. He getting food at the stove. All the other STL members, they leave the stove, except CantGetRight. He the last one to leave the stove. And as he leaving, two shooters pop out. One being Melly, and they shoot and kill CantGetRight alongside an innocent janitor that was right next to him. So a key detail about this shooting is that the shooters ran to JaroCity. They killed CantGetRight and ran to JaroCity after the shooting. furthermore fueling the 051 Melly theory. If it was O Block that killed CantGetRight, they would not run to JaroCity after they kill him. You know what I'm saying? They gonna run towards Parkway. The people that killed CantGetRight ran towards JaroCity. Just for in case anybody just, because I know it's conflicting. Some people say this, some people they say that. But let's put this out there. After they killed CantGetRight, they ran towards JaroCity. CantGetRight's sister know what she talking about, bro. EBT baby Greg know what they talking about. Like, and then I just want to talk about I just want to focus on the sister. This his sister, bro. She ain't finna, you see what I'm saying? And then you got baby Greg. It's like, you know, and then mix all that with the fact that with the direction that they ran in, they killed CantGetRight and ran towards JaroCity. Who got ties to JaroCity? Melly, not O Block. They don't got, you see what I'm saying? So just for anybody, you know what I'm saying? So boom. Another key detail in all of this is that it was allegedly JaroCity Motor who told Melly that it was Ambry, the one who put the Krump murder in play, and the attempted murder of him in play. Like, it was Motor who told Melly this shit. Like, man, you know, shorty, she put this shit in play. So, you know, so boom, CantGetRight dead. Ambry would go on to mourn the death of CantGetRight, and it would hit her hard. It would hit her hard, especially knowing that CantGetRight died for some shit that she put in place. She basically got CantGetRight killed. She put that shit in play because she felt some type of way that they was going on her about her THF ties. So she called CantGetRight and let him drop low, and CantGetRight came and did what he did. So she put the shit in motion. And now, CantGetRight just done got killed for this shit. Some shit that she put in play. Even though he did it, she the one who put it in play. CantGetRight ain't know where that goddamn party was at. She told them, and told them that they was tweaking with her, and these the same people that just whooped you, and now they tweaking with me. So CantGetRight, and then knowing that CantGetRight probably, everybody in the hood wanted to smash Ambry, fool. See, seductive as hell on phone them. So, just put all that shit together. He wanna smash, they done whooped his ass, now they over there playing with you, and you calling me, letting me know, like, man, they over here tweaking with me, same dudes that whipped you. Here go location. And you know what I'm saying? He wanna smash, you already know what's finna happen. He finna come smash, so he a man, so that he finna let it be known that, you know, ain't nobody gonna play with you, I'ma stand on business, and this dude and them that play with me, I say no more, I'm on my way. You know, it's all that mixed together, CantGetRight, you know, and he done died for this shit. So boom, you know, so it's hitting her hard that CantGetRight dead for a play that she put in motion, you know, cause she found out that Melly the one who did it. Once she found out that Melly did it, she knew, like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, I put that play in motion, Melly almost died, and now Melly, he ain't died, and he come back, he killing shit. So boom. And then she would also find out that JaroCity members, including Motor inside, was the ones that was telling Melly that she put the play in motion, which would make her infuriate her. That shit would make her mad. Like, man, y'all choosing his side. I'm originally from Jaro, even though I'm leaning towards STL right now because of that fool shit y'all did with Brick. And because Ducking them famous as hell right now, I'm from Jaro. And y'all damn near putting my life in danger by telling dude that I did this shit, you know. So boom, now she know that Melly want her dead. She pissed at Motor inside. She know that Melly want her dead, you know what I'm saying? After he found out that she the one who put the play in motion. And she would also see Motor inside still hanging with Melly. Even after knowing that Melly wanted to kill her, they still kicking it with him. You know what I'm saying? That would make her even more angry. So eventually, Ambry would decide to commit another backdoor. You know what I'm saying? She already did one, so she decided to do it again. This time she would utilize her THF ties against her own block, JaroCity. She using her ties to other blocks against her own block right now. You know, so Ambry would put the play in motion, letting the THF members know that she, you know, will be, you know, she's letting the THF members know, like, alright, we finna be over here, but I'm gonna be in the car. I'm gonna be in the back seat of the car. Motor inside, they gonna be in the front seat. And we finna be at the Golo gas station on 51st and Indiana. So boom, as the car pulling out of the gas station and stopped at the red light, a car would pull up beside them and open fire, hitting and killing Motor inside. You know what I'm saying? So boom, another successful backdoor, you know what I'm saying? You know, but behind, you know, her feeling some type of way that they damn near put her life in danger by telling Melly that she did the Krump shit with CantGetRight and shit like that, and whole time, and they still, you know, that shit, and then they still kicking it with him, Melly, after knowing Melly want to kill her, you know what I'm saying? So she, you know, did another backdoor, you know what I'm saying, behind this shit. So whole time, you know, this is why people call her the backdoor queen. That's two. That's 3 bodies on phone number, you know what I'm saying? So Ambry would get on Facebook and act as if she was mourning Motor inside. But oddly, in her post, she's accused inside of lying on her about something. Likely her being mad at him for telling Melly that she set Melly and Krump up. You know what I'm saying? I put the post, y'all can see it. And also another thing that's odd is that her post is filled with laughing emojis. Laughing emojis all through the post, contradicting the fact that this is supposed to be a post about her mourning the deaths. You know, which would even more lead to a lot of people looking at this as Ambry's second successful backdoor. with the first one being the Krump and Melly situation. At this point, without even pulling the trigger, Ambry had 3 bodies. MUBU Crump, JaroCity Motor, and JaroCity Side. So, on a Facebook post where she's supposed to be mourning Motor Inside, is laughing emojis all through the post. And then, in the post, she's accusing Motor of lying on her about something. She talked like, so whole time, she damn near was trying to deny that shit. She probably, cause the whole time she already know what's gonna happen. Like if Melly find out that I, the one who put the back door with him and Krump in play, he's gonna kill me. So all that shit that Motor is telling you, that shit back, and it's just crazy and ironic that she gonna use the post that's supposed to be a post about her mourning Motor Inside death to still accuse him like, man, you lying on me. You know what I'm saying? So the whole time, all this is motivation, man. The whole motivation come to why she even did the Motor Inside shit is because Motor and them telling Melly that I put the play in motion. They got Krump and Krump killed and damn near Melly killed. This a killer. You telling a killer that I damn near got him killed and he's still alive. You put in my life, he gonna come back and kill me. You tripping, he gonna come back and kill me. And then I'm Gyro. Like, yeah, I'm damn near leaning towards STL and EBT right now. But y'all fool as hell for the brick shit. Y'all gonna take brick on a stain. Y'all supposed to go hit a mission. And then in the middle of the stain, y'all gonna take his guns and leave him in Parkway Gardens while y'all Parkway and STL is locked in a deadly ass war. Like y'all, like if anything, once y'all took brick guns from him and left him in Parkway could have killed his ass as soon as y'all left him. As soon as y'all left Brick in Parkway and drove off with his guns, he in Parkway naked. All folding from Parkway gotta do is pop out and kill Brick. Y'all basically damn near almost got Brick killed, you know what I'm saying? So boom, Brick come back over there, break y'all jaws, and then y'all come back, then y'all come back, pop out the cut and shoot at Brick, try to kill him, and then y'all killed this little ass kid. And now Taekwondo world and got created because y'all did it all started with y'all doing some bullshit. Y'all shouldn't like obviously it was a cordial relationship between y'all and Brick for Brick to go on a mission with y'all. Y'all did some snake shit and y'all messed up the relationship, and then in the midst of all this goofy shit, y'all done killed this little boy. Now we got Taekwondo world. You see what I'm saying? So boom, like that's fool shit. So for that one reason I damn near leaned away from y'all. And then ducking them famous right now. Ducking them, they got the clout. Like JaroCity, goddammit, they don't got the clout right now. Like STL, EBT, and Ambry, she a pretty girl. She going where the money, where the motion is at. She going where this shit busting. So it's like they famous right now. Y'all did some snake ass fool shit and for them over here, they famous. They like the world is knowing them right now. You know what I'm saying? So which side a pretty girl gonna go to? And you know what I'm saying? And then they probably treating Ambry like go look at the video between Cash and Ambry. It's some, they treating Ambry good. They all cause she look good and she be on her some flirtation, seductive shit. You seen CantGetRight and went and crashed behind her, like he crashed behind his own reason. But whole time, the fact that Ambry was a part of it, fool, and played a factor, fool. Like he crashed for his own reason. They did put hands on him. But Ambry being how she is and looking how she is, all that little brother, big sister shit, that shit cap. Maybe for Ambry, she was looking at him like a little brother, but CantGetRight, he got eyes, bro. He wanna get up with Ambry on some other shit, you know what I'm saying? So her, and then Ambry knew that. She know, like, man, look, y'all tweet with little CantGetRight, he a shooter, and he like me. And goddammit, y'all tweet with me, and he already wanna get up with y'all. Y'all tweeting about this shit. I'm about to call little CantGetRight and tell him y'all over here tweet with me. And then the whole time, he already wants y'all anyway for y'all, for whatever y'all did to him. Y'all put hands on him. And then the whole time, he like me and that, and then y'all tweaking. And if I tell him that y'all tweaking with me, some people that he finna come do something. I'm finna drop low. You know what I'm saying? So CantGetRight, he came and did whatever he did. So boom, it's just all this shit mixed together. Ambry knew what she was doing. On phone them, she knew what she was doing. The whole time. Then, like the post with CantGetRight when she was mourning that was a real mourning post. When CantGetRight died and she made a post about KidRight, that was real. That was real, because the whole time it hit her hard because she knew that he died for some shit that she put in play, But now, and she know like, damn, Melly did this shit. And now you got Motor Inside over here telling Melly like, no, it wasn't just CantGetRight. Ambry the one, like, damn, Ambry was in on it too. So now she mad at Motor Inside like, y'all finna get me killed. Dude, he just killed my little homie and y'all steady telling him that I was in on it too. He finna come kill me. So she already did one back door. So she on some shit like, alright, it's time for another back door. Y'all throwing me under the bus, I'm finna throw y'all up under the bus. So boom. And the shit played out how she played out. She in the back seat, she let them know, look, they in the front seat, they pop out, they shoot everybody in the front seat. And then Ambry and the other dude from Jail Drive, they were safe in the backseat. So boom, that whole post about Motor Inside mourning, her ass capping. You know what I'm saying? That was another successful back door, with the first one being the Melly and Krump shit. So at this point, without ever pulling the trigger, Ambry had 3 bodies. MUBU Crump, JaroCity murder, and JaroCity side. But it would be the attempt murder that wasn't successful. When the person survived, that would later come back to bite her shortly after the murder of Motor Inside. But we gonna explore that in another video, man. RP can't get right, Krump, Motor Inside, man. This Chirac rumors. Remember, we not saying nobody did shit. We just speaking on rumors, man. Y'all already know what's going on.
Tell me, get right, how you die by yourself. You was probably right there gasping for help.
Tell me, get right, how you die by yourself. You was probably right there gasping for help.
Man, don't worry, they got you. And G, that stuff with man ain't sitting right with me. Get right. You know we better. We don't even move like that, G. Cause I ain't even seeing you in a week. From every day to just gone. Just like that, huh? Wow. I love you.
We heard his sister come out and say that Melly killed CantGetRight. Melly and MUBU Crump got shot by CantGetRight, and Melly survived and MUBU Crump got killed. It's actually paperwork that's out there that CantGetRight, the police, he got grabbed for it. And he got grabbed like 3 days later after they got killed. Well, Wooski got caught with the gun 10 days later and arrested for the weapon that was used in the shooting of Melly and MUBU Crump. JaroCity had jumped on CantGetRight. Ambrii was at the party with Melly and MUBU Crump.
You finna leave, my boy?
Yeah, no, I'm going right back, man. I gotta go. Slap! It's my little brother's birthday. I gave him a present. Slap!
There was also speculation that came over the internet that said she set up Motor Inside.
Ambrii was at the party with Melly and MUBU Crump. She was there. She didn't get hit. You know, the location was